Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to AstroEdify. Today we are going to make the second part of D10 chart analysis, and in the previous video which I have made, I have told you how to analyze the D10 chart, what are the parameters which you have to see while analyzing the D10 chart, that is the Dasamsa chart in Vedic Astrology. So today I am just making the second part of this video, and we will see that how you have to correlate between the main birth chart, that is the Lagna chart, and your D10 chart in order to analyze properly your career prospects through Vedic astrology. Okay, so let's start and see that what are the various kinds of parameters which you have to correlate between the Lagna chart and the D10 chart in your horoscope. Okay. So first of all, D10 chart, I have told you, it is the main divisional chart for career, for the successes which you get in your career field or your profession. That is seen through the D10 chart, that is the Dasamsa chart. So first of all, in your main birth chart, what is the house of your career? That is the 10th house. Okay, so here I am going to tell you several points of analysis which you have to see and which are extremely important. If you are not seeing these, you cannot get your accurate career. You cannot get the condition of your professional life in your horoscope without doing these analysis which I am going to tell you. Okay, first point which you have to see in your horoscope is see the 10th lord in your Rashi chart. What is Rashi chart? That is the main birth chart or Lagna chart. Okay, what is the 10th lord of your Lagna chart? Just analyze the position of this Rashi, this 10th lord in a Rashi chart in your D10 chart, where it is placed in D10 chart. Okay, for example, Mars is the ruler of your 10th house. In the sign of Aries. Okay, for Cancer ascendant, Mars is the ruler of the 10th house in your horoscope, in your main birth chart. Now what you have to see is where your Mars is placed, in which house and zodiac sign your Mars is placed in your D10 chart, where it is situated in your D10 chart, where it is positioned in your Dasamsa chart. See the house and see the zodiac sign. Okay, next thing which you have to see, because is see the house placement, see the zodiac sign placement, see the nakshatra placement also. But why I am telling you that you have to see the position of your 10th lord in D10 chart? Why? The reason behind is this, because the house in which your 10th lord of Rashi chart sits in your D10 chart, in your Dasamsa chart, becomes the house of your profession, becomes the main house which motivates your profession, which guides your professional life, which guides your career. And you will find maximum times that that house will be the deciding factor in your career. People will do the things related to that house, that zodiac sign, that planet which is sitting in your D10 chart, which is the ruler of your Rashi chart of 10th house, and it is sitting in the D10 chart. Just see that position. It will always be the deciding factor in your career. It will always decide that in which field you will go, in which field you will, what you can do best. So just see the position, because this position shows that what is the best thing that you can do in this world, what you are made for. Okay, that you have to see from your D10 chart, because many people are misguided. But through your horoscope you can see that what is the best thing that I can do in my life, and what is the best field in which I can perform 100%. I can perform outstanding. So for that, check out the house in which the 10th lord of Rashi chart is sitting in your D10 chart. Okay, the next point which you have to analyze is see the sign placement See the zodiac sign in which the house is, in which that planet is situated in D10 chart. Okay, so for example, Mars was the ruler of your D10 chart, of your 10th house in your main birth chart, and is sitting in the 9th house, is sitting in the 9th house of your D10 chart. Okay, in the sign of Scorpio. Okay, so now what you have to see is see the nature of the 9th house, because now the activities of Mars will be guided through the 9th house. Okay, so 9th house plays a vital role in your horoscope. The zodiac sign of Scorpio plays a vital role in your professional life, and Mars decides your career. So I have made the whole series on career through zodiac signs, planets, nakshatras and houses. Watch that series, watch those videos, and you will learn that what are the various kinds of professions which are ruled by each and every kind of these entities. Okay, so what you have to understand is you have to keep your main focus on the house in which the 10th lord of Rashi chart is sitting in the D10 chart. Okay, now the next thing, for example, your 10th lord is sitting in the 5th house and 9th house in D10 chart. 10th, when I say 10th lord, it will always be the 10th lord of Rashi chart, not of D10 chart. Okay, so when the 10th lord of your main birth chart is sitting in the 5th house or 9th house, this means that person can be very good in teaching field, in education, in higher learning, in philosophy, in spirituality, because 5th house and 9th house both symbolize wisdom, both symbolize education, both symbolize higher learning. So I have found this in many horoscopes of many spiritualists, many educators, astrologers who have this combination, who had this combination of 10th lord sitting in the 5th house or 9th house in their D10 chart, because 5th house and 9th house both symbolize this. Swami Vivekananda had this. Vivekananda had the sun placement in the 5th house. What is sun? Sun means spirituality. Sun at its core is your soul. What did Vivekananda did? He taught spirituality. He wandered around the world, across the globe, and taught spirituality. He went to USA, he went to Chicago and gave the speech. And what is 5th house? 5th house is teaching. So he did that. So you can see that how the things actually happen in your real life, no matter you don't know it, but if you are able to analyze this keenly and properly, you will surely get your answer. Now, the next thing which you have to see is that the house placement is very important. I have told you. The next thing is zodiac sign. Zodiac sign, because zodiac sign is very important, and see the zodiac sign in which that planet is placed, because it will give different results. For example, Mercury rules two zodiac signs, Gemini and Virgo, but its results varies when it sits in Gemini and when it sits in Virgo. So see the zodiac sign in which the planet is sitting. Then the 10th lord should be, what you have to see is the 10th lord of your Rashi chart should be strong in D10 chart. Okay, it should not be weak, it should not be eclipsed, it should not be afflicted. If these conditions are occurring, it is weak, afflicted or eclipsed by Rahu and Ketu, if these conditions are occurring, then person might suffer setbacks in career during the dashas of the planets which are creating this affliction and eclipse on the 10th lord. For example, Rahu is creating this eclipse, and your ruler of the 10th lord is, ruler of the 10th house in Rashi chart is Sun. So Sun and Rahu are together in the sign of Libra, say in D10 chart. This means that when the dasha of Rahu will come, you can suffer major setbacks in career, major severe serious problems in career related issues. Not personal life I am saying about career, because through D10 we only analyze career, not personal life. Okay, so this can show that. So 10th lord should be strong, and in In various horoscopes which are of very famous personalities, you will find that the 10th lord of the Rashi chart is placed in excellent position. If your 10th lord, one thing I would like to say here, if your 10th lord of Rashi chart is exalted in your D10 chart, is sitting in exaltation, is sitting in Mool Trikona sign, or is sitting in Digbal, having Digbal. For example, Mercury is the ruler of your 10th lord, 10th house in your Rashi chart, and is sitting in the first house in the sign of Virgo in your D10 chart. This means that Mercury is now exalted, as well as it is having the Digbal. This creates a very powerful yoga, very powerful Raj Yoga for having great successes in career. Okay, so this you have to analyze what is the condition of your 10th lord in your D10 chart. If it is exalted, if it is in Mool Trikona sign, or if it is in Digbal, this means that the strength of the 10th lord is excellent. And if it is eclipsed, weak, or afflicted, then the planets which are creating those afflictions will give you serious troubles when their dashas will come. So that you have to analyze through D10 chart. The next thing which you have to see is second house, from the house in which your 10th lord of Rashi chart is sitting in your D10 chart. Again I will repeat that, see the second house from the house in which your lord of 10th house of Rashi chart is sitting. That house, the second house from that, becomes the Marak house of the career. This means that these are the things, the things related to that house are the things which are not meant for you in this life. Second house from the 10th lord which is sitting in the D10 chart, okay, becomes the house which is Marak for your career, and things related to that house are the things which are not meant for you in this life. Okay, so if you go through those things in your present life, you will face serious troubles, you will face serious struggles, because those are the things which are not meant for you. Saturn is the main signifactor of D10 chart, and no matter what are the placements, if Saturn is the ruler, he will say no, I am having the full control on this chart, and no matter what you say, I will guide this person. So Saturn will always restrict you in that area which is not meant for you. But Vedic astrology is very interesting, Jyotish is very interesting. You will find the person going in that areas when the dashas of the planet which is sitting in that house comes. Okay, for example, your 10th lord of Rashi chart is Mercury. Mercury is sitting in the 9th house. Now, second from 9th house is the 10th house. Okay, so now the things related to 10th house are not meant for you. Things related to 10th house are not meant for you. But if some planet is sitting there, for example, Jupiter is sitting there, when you will go through the Jupiter dashas, Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha, you will be guided by Jupiter, you will be forced by Jupiter to go in those areas. But it is you who have to avoid them at that present moment. But if you will go there, you will face serious struggles in that area, because that area is not meant for you. That area, you are not made for that area. You are made for the stuff related to 9th house. Why you are going in the 10th house? Okay, stay in the zone of 9th house, stay in the zone of the 5th house even, but not in the 10th house. But again, if planets are sitting there, they will drag you. They will force you in their dashas to come into those areas, and person will be interested in those areas. That is a very illusionary thing in Jyotish. What you can see, what I have analyzed, that people move in those areas, move in those fields which they are not meant to do. But again, what happens at the last? They suffer serious setbacks. So please see that what are the areas you are meant to do, what you can do best. Stay in those zones, improve yourself, and get to the top. Don't go in those areas which are not meant for you. Every person is not meant for the same thing in this world. Different people are made for different things. Okay, so this is the thing you have to analyze. Next thing is 6th house, 8th house and 12th house from the placement of your 10th lord in D10 chart also create troubles in career. This means, for example, Mercury was the ruler of your 10th lord, 10th house in your Rashi chart. It is sitting in the 5th house. Now the 6th house from 5th house, that is the 10th house, 12th house and the 4th house becomes the houses which can give troubles in your career, because 6th house, 8th house and 12th house from the house in which your lord of the 10th house is sitting in D10 chart becomes the houses which can give you troubles in your career, which can give you struggles in your career. So that also you have to analyze. So these are the various points of analysis which you have to see while analyzing D10 chart, and I will discuss these analysis, these points with some examples of horoscopes of famous personalities, and in the next video of in the next part of this video, part 3 of this video. So till now what you have to see is just see these points in your horoscope, analyze them, see the house placement, sign placement and the planet which is responsible for your career, see the things which you can do best and see the things which you are not meant to do, and see the position of the 6th house, 8th house and 12th house in your D10 chart from the 10th lord of your Rashi chart. Okay, so just analyze these points. For now we will discuss these things with examples in detail in the next part of this video with the horoscopes of some famous personalities. So we'll meet in the next video of the third part of D10 chart. So if you are new to my channel, subscribe below. If for more information, check on my Twitter and Facebook page. Otherwise we will meet in the next video, part 3 of this video. Till then, goodbye and thank you.